Welcome, this is week 3 of the morning meditations for the Lenten season. I'm going to start by getting relaxed. Breathing in and breathing out. Settling into this moment. Bringing your whole self here. This week we're going to focus on the part of us that is like the Apostle Peter. Peter is a part of us that is passionate and intense, deeply loyal, has a tendency to be reactive. You can tune into this part of yourself. That believes and invests in and wishes to follow and emulate the Christ energy. This Peter part is determined and fierce, loyal, impassioned. But it's also impulsive and can tend to see things only from one perspective and from a fairly shallow perspective spiritually. The Peter part can be incredibly focused, but also sometimes myopic, not getting the big picture. Tune into this part of yourself, feeling it, breathing into it, letting it expand. Saying yes to it and welcoming its presence in you. This Peter part its reaction to adversity is blusteriness. A kind of puffy show of strength or anger. But it has not moved through its fear, self-protection instincts. Instead, it's covered it with a show of strength. And so when the big challenge comes, when the death comes, the Peter part isn't ready to be with those deep, hard emotions, to be with pain, to be with intense grief and loss, the devastation of seeing an incarnation of divine energy being attacked. destroyed. The Peter part understands at one level what it means to be Christ, what that Christ consciousness is inside of us. But at another level, he cannot fathom and understand the importance and the love and the beauty in the process of death and resurrection. He moves with too much emotional energy to have slowed down to feel the subtle depths. This part has a strong protective instinct toward everyone, everything. And that protective instinct can be beautiful and noble, but also it's deeply opposed to the process necessary to sacrifice oneself into a death of love and power and transformation. Breathe in and breathe out, tuning into the Peter part of yourself, which is ultimately a kind and loving and passionate and simple part. The strength of the Peter part is also the weakness of the Peter part. The loyalty is a strength, and defensiveness is a weakness. Passion is a strength. Reactionary nature is a weakness. Simplicity is a strength, but also prevents the Peter part, from seeing the nuance and the depth and the purpose and the mission of that Christ energy in our soul. It unwittingly argues for self-protection, for rejecting a mission of love and sacrifice, for refusing death and abandoning the possibility of resurrection in the process. This part has the potential to be a strong leader. But before it can do that, it has to have faced its own weakness. It has to face the cowardice underneath the protective instinct, the fear under the bluster, and the over-attachment to the physical form. Has to embrace humility and get more reflective and subtle in its perception, and the process of the death of the soul aspect related to the Christ is also a death for this part of any illusion that self-protection can work. And so now tuning in to the Peter part of yourself, breathing in, enjoying, appreciating, feeling gratitude for this passionate, simple, loyal, beloved part in all of its strengths and weaknesses. Breathing into it, appreciating, relaxing, and letting this part reveal itself to you in the rest of these days. Breathing in gratitude, love, and compassion. Breathing out gratitude, love, and compassion.